thank you so much to Margaret for inviting me to this special event. And I'm so glad to be amongst everyone here. And most importantly, I've got two other compatriots here, the Albanians. I'm Kosovan by origin. And Margaret is right. I've known her since 2016. And when she invited me to talk about family, I thought, what an honor. When I came back from Kosovo in 2016 and I reconnected to London, and I had to find my strength and my confidence again, it was Margaret and it was UPF. For me, that was family. And it did a lot for me. So that's why I thought it's so important for me to be here and support my friends and Margaret, of course, and Robin and everybody here and talking about family. But also is one of the subjects that is very close to my heart. I have started training the community on families and how important the strengthening of families and strengthening communities is since 2010. I have taken the same project back in Kosovo, which is now, we have loads of family practitioners in Kosovo as well who deliver the same training. Family is a very important unit in the society, and therefore we need everything that we need for the better of the society. We need to invest in a family. That's why everyone, families, we need to advocate, we need to raise our voices and ask from our local governments, from our MPs, to help us to actually invest more in us. So if we talk about health in general, I'm an expert on mental health as well. One of the things that is worrying very much, especially after the COVID lockdowns, and then on top of it, like the lady mentioned, the war in Ukraine, it's like countries like my country, like myself, coming out of the war 20 years ago, they're being affected because of the trauma we lived because of what's happening right now in Europe. So all these elements are affecting our mental health. How does the family come into it? It's very important that we actually educate the family members about what is mental health and what is a mental ill health. How do we actually spot the signs? How do we help each other? How do we prevent our family members, our children, our partners getting unwell? So unwell that they need to ask for treatments. When we know NHS is strained, they don't have capacity anymore. Then look at the other way. If one of our family, because we know families are a unity. So if one of the family gets unwell, probably know from experience, it's like a domino effect. So everybody gets ill. It's, especially if it's mental health, for example. It affects everybody in the family. Therefore, if we want to keep a healthy society, we need to start by investing in the families. So I think, I'm not sure how long I'm allowed to talk, but I was told 7-8 minutes. But I think my point here is basically investing in families. It's very important. Respecting the family nucleus, respecting the values, respecting the needs of the family is very important. We have many families coming across the border in UK from Ukraine, from Syria, from Afghanistan. They're all in need. They're all traumatized. We need to be more open. We need to accept them and help them. We don't all have space to house them, but at least we can give them that warmth and the love and the empathy and show them that we care for them. And most importantly, be able to identify services where we can refer them, such as, for example, UPF. I was here in 2017-18, I think, when we welcomed the Afghani refugees. Right. It was such an amazing event, and it meant so much for those families because they are isolated. On top of everything else what's happening, they have a worry constantly about the immigration as well. So again, we need to educate our kids how important empathy is, how important it is to look after each other. Everyone is a human being. We all have the right to live in peace and healthy environment. So I'm going to leave at that. If you have any questions, certainly around mental health training and family education, please let me know. I'm sure that Teuta, my friend here, she's doing a lot of training, which is amazing. But mine is Strengthening Families, Strengthening Communities. It's a certified training, 12 weeks. And then on top of it, I do mental health first aid training, which is for anyone over 16. And as I said, it's very important everyone to be educated on mental health, because then you'll be able to spot the signs of any difficulties with mental health diseases, learn about symptoms, and also, more than anything, fight the stigma that actually affects every society, every community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And yes, thank you.